go somewhere and maybe the door is closed and then you say, oh my god, I'm sorry, there is ብዙ ችግሮች አሉ ምናምን ማለት ብትፈልጉ you can say there was a traffic jam ምን ነበር traffic jam ነበር so አስተማሪዎች ነበሩ ሰዎች ነበሩ እንግዶች ነበሩ ምናምን ነበሩ ያላችሁ ስትሄዱ there ካልን ለምሳሌ there a class ካልን you can say የሆነ ነገር አለ ማለት ስንፈልግ we don't say there are Hello guys, how you doing? This is Maraki class today with Aini. ዛሬ አብረን የምናየው in English አለ የለም ነበረ አልነበረም አሉ የሉም or አለ የለም እያለን ጥያቄ መጠየቅ ስንፈልግ የምንጠቀማቸው ወሳኝ የእንግሊዝኛ ቃላቶች ነው። አብራችሁን ቆዩ። ወደ ክላስ good. So እዚህ ጋር የምናያቸው there is, there are, there were and there were. Okay? There is, there are, there was and there were. እነዚህ አለ የለም ለማለት የምንጠቀምባቸው እንግሊዝኛ ቃላት ናቸው። ወደ ጥያቄ መቀየር ስንፈልግ ደግሞ ያሉትን ነገሮች ቦታ ማቀየር ነው። እሱን አብረን የምናየው ይሆናል። So when you come here መጀመሪያ ላይ when you say there is for singular nouns like ነጠላ ለሆኑ ቁጥሮች ወይም ብዙ ላልሆነ ቁጥር there is ብለን እናወራለን። ለአንድ ነገር maybe ለአንድ ሰው ሊሆን ይችላል። ለምሳሌ you can say የሆነ ነገር አለ ማለት ስንፈልግ we don't say there are. Okay, we say there is. Okay, so there is አለ ማለት ስትፈልጉ ለምን አለ there is ያለን እናወራለን። so there is what ምን አለ there is ብለን ምን አወራቸው ነገሮች አለ ማለት የምንፈልገው ነገር ቀጥሎ ይመጣል ማለት ነው right so there is what እስቲ እናንተ ጋር ምን አለ there is ያላችሁ ትነግሩኛላችሁ so here I can say there is what ለምሳሌ you go somewhere and maybe the door is closed and then you say oh my god I'm sorry there is a meeting ስብሰባ አለ ማለት ስትፈልጉ there is a meeting ዛሬ ክላስ አለ there is class today there is maybe you can say a birthday celebration there is ያላችሁ አለ ማለት የምትፈልጉትን ማንኛውም ነገር መናገር ትችላላችሁ so there is what see there is ብላችሁ on the comment write me there is something or you can say there is something I want to tell you የሆነ ልነግርሽ የምፈልገው ነገር አለ የሆነ ነገር ማለት ስትፈልጉ there is something እስቲ በሉት there is something
Shifty there is something I want to tell you
Yes
There is something I must discuss with you
There is something I have to tell you
Fine so አንድ ለሆነ ነገር you say is የምትለዋን ቃል ትጠቀማላችሁ ማለት ነው ከዛ ውጪ there are ያለ የምንጠቀማቸው ደግሞ አሉ ማለት ስንፈልግ ከአንድ በላይ ለሆነ ከአንድ ቁጥር በላይ ለሆነ ስትጠቀሙ ምንድነው there are ብላችሁ ትጠቀማላችሁ there are ስትሉ አንድ አይደለም ያለው ከሁለትና ከዚያ በላይ like which is two and more than okay so there are ስትሉ አሉ ያላችሁ ነው ምንድነው ያለው ለምሳሌ you can say there are እዛ ጋር ብዙ ተማሪዎች ተሰብስበው አሉ እዛ ጋር ብዙ ሰዎች ተሰብስበው አሉ or you can see ብዙ ችግሮች አሉ ምናምን ማለት ብትፈልጉ you can say there are ምን አይደለም one አይደለም one ከሆነ you're here is ነው የምንጠቀመው ከሁለት በላይ ሁለትና ከዚያ በላይ if there is ሁለትና ከዚያ በላይ ከሆነ you say there are አሉ ማለት ነው እና ምን አሉ you can say there are students ተማሪዎች አሉ okay so ብዙ መሆናቸውን ለመናገር or if you're talking about plural nouns መታወሩት ምንድነው s መጠቀም ትችላላችሁ okay so there are students አንድ ተማሪ አለ ማለት ብትፈልጉ ግን you can say there is a student okay there is a student ስንት ተማሪ ነው ያለው one አንድ ለማለት የምንጠቀምባት ፊደል a ናት okay if you say a you're saying one there is a student okay there is a marker or there is a class there is an empty room or you can say there is a program okay there is a movie a ካልን there is always one so a ምንል ከሆነ it has to come with s
There is a house. There is a man in my office.
There's a man downstairs
ከዛ ውጪ are የምንል ከሆነ ደግሞ like we have to come up with plural nouns okay plural መሆኑን የምናውቀው you add s at the end of the word or at the end of the noun, okay? There are students. So you can talk about even the number of students that you have here. You can say student በፊት you can add ምን ያህል ተማሪዎች እንዳሉ ኦኬ ለምሳሌ ምን ያህል ተማሪዎች ናቸው ያሉት there are የተወሰኑ ተማሪዎች አሉ ማለት ብትፈልጉ you can say there are some students there are ሁለት ተማሪዎች 100 ተማሪዎች ነው ማለት ብንፈልግ you can come up with numbers okay there are 2 students there are 100 students there are ብዙ ማለት ብንፈልግ you may say there are many students ያልን መጨመር እንችላለን ማለት ነው
There are 2 people downstairs waiting to talk to you.
There are some teachers in this school who...
There are some teachers in this room.
There are some men outside.
Or you can say የት ነው ያሉት ማለት ብትፈልጉም you can add much more information after this ለምሳሌ there are students in the class okay or you can say there are students at the gate or you can say there are students at the receptionist you may say a lot of things but whenever you say are the noun that comes after that must be plural nouns ወይም ቁጥሩ የበዛ መሆን አለበት ሁለትና ከዚያ በላይ if you say there must be just one noun አንድ ቁጥር የሆነ ወይም singular noun የሆነ መጠቀም አለብን ማለት ነው having this in mind whenever you use is or are you are talking about the current time or you're talking about the present time አሁን ላይ ያለው ነገር ነው የምናገረው okay there is ስንል አለ ነው መቼ this time there are ስንል አሉ ነው መቼ this time so if you're talking about this time you're talking about present tense ያለፈ ሲሆን የወደፊት ሲሆን ግን ይለያያል so when you talk about ያለፈ or the past time ነበረ ያለን የምናወራ ከሆነ you have ሁለት ኦፕሽኖች አሉን እዚህ ጋር there was እና there were like we said before it's all about number of nouns that you're talking about so ስለ አንድ ነገር የምናወራም ከሆነ አሁን ላለፈ ጊዜ you say there was so there is ብለን ያወራነው ነገር በሙሉ ከwas ጋር ይመጣል because was ማለት የis past tense ስለሆነ so is እና was ተከታትሎ መምጣት ይችላል because the difference is time okay you use is የሚለውን for the present time was የሚለውን ደግሞ for the past time መጠቀም እንችላለን ማለት ነው so ነበረ ያለን ምን ተጠቀም ከሆነ there was ያለን እንጠቀማለን okay ለምሳሌ ሲመጣ like my jacket is wet why because ቅድም ዝናብ ነበር ማለት ብትፈልጉ you can say there was rain or ስራ ቦታ ምናምን የሆነ ቦታ አርፍዳችሁ ስትደርሱ I'm sorry there was a traffic jam ምን ነበር traffic jam ነበር so ነበር ለማለት የምትጠቀሙት ቃል was ነው so wasን በኤስ ስተኩት የሚቀየረው time ብቻ ነው ነውና ነበር የሚለውን ቃል okay ስለዚህ there was a traffic jam okay there was a traffic jam ስሉ traffic crowded መንገድ ዝግ ነበረ መቼ before so you can say there was a traffic jam in the morning አሁን ያለንበት afternoon ከሆነ there was a traffic jam in the morning there was a traffic jam before I came here class ነበር meeting ነበር ምናምን ማለት ብትፈልጉ you can say there was a meeting there was a student in this class okay there was somebody with me የሆነ ሰው ነበር ከኔ ጋር ማለት ብትፈልጉ there was someone with me there was somebody here or you can say there was an old man in office okay at office sorry or you can say there was ያላችሁ አንድ ነገር መጨመር so ከis ጋር ያለው የታይም ዲፈረንስ ነው ማለት ነው
And there was a student.
Last year there was a student here.
There was a house right here in the middle.
There was an old man...
ከዚህ በኋላ like እዚህ ጋር there are ያልን የተጠቀምናቸው for plural nouns ናቸው ወይ ቁጥራቸው ብዙ ለሆነ የምንጠቀማቸው so there are ካልን ደግሞ ወደ past መቀየር ስትፈልግ you can come up there were okay see there were ስንል ነበሩ ማለት ነው okay so የነበረው ነገር አንድ ሳይሆን more than one ነው ሁለት ሊሆን ይችላል or more than that so when you say there were ስትሉ ነበሩ ምን ነበሩ ምናምን ያላችሁ ተዱ እዚህ ጋር ያመጣችሁትን በሙሉ were ጋር ማምጣት ነው so you're talking about the past the main difference between are and were is a tense difference or a time difference so you can say there were ስትሉ ነበሩ ነው so ምን ነበሩ ተማሪዎች ነበሩ አስተማሪዎች ነበሩ ሰዎች ነበሩ እንግዶች ነበሩ ምናምን ነበሩ ያላችሁ ስትሄዱ you can say there were ነበሩ ለማለት were እንጠቀማለን ስለዚህ there were students እዚህ ጋር አንድ አይነት መጠቀም እንችላለን there were students ተማሪዎች ነበሩ like I said before you can say there were some students in the classroom there were many students here yesterday there were maybe 2 students here in the morning so whatever you talk about if you say where you're talking about the past ያለፈ ነገር አሁን የሌለ ቀድሞ የነበረ ነገር ማለት ነው okay
There were people in there. And honey, there were people in the lake.
There were a lot of people.
so I want you to know the main difference between having is and was and are and were is the time difference but is and the are መካከል ደግሞ ያለው ልዩነት ምንድነው number difference ነው okay if there is one you say is if there is two and more you use okay so ከዚህ በኋላ ደግሞ የለም አልነበረም አልነበሩም የሉም ማለት ስትፈልጉ ደግሞ መጨምሩት ከis are and was ቀጥሎ not የሚል ቃል መጠቀም ነው so there is ካልን አለ ነው there is no ካልን የለም ነው okay there are no or there was no or there were no ያለን ስንቀጥል ደግሞ ኔጌቲቭ ማድረግ እንችላለን ማለት ነው ይሄን ተከትሎ ደግሞ ጥያቄ መጠየቅ ብንፈልግ ለምሳሌ አለ ወይ ነበሩ ማለት ብንፈልግ ምን እንላለን you just bring እነዚህ is are was እና were የሚሉትን ከፊት ማምጣት ነው ስለዚህ there is ስንል አለ ማለት ከሆነ is there ካልን ደግሞ መጠየቅ ይሆናል ማለት ነው there ካልን ለምሳሌ there a class ካልን ክላስ አለ ወይ ብለን መጠየቃችን ነው ስለዚህ like you can have there a class okay so በክላስ ቦታ አለ ወይ ማለት የምትፈልጉትን ነገር መቀየር ትችላላችሁ so there a class there a student in my class there your friend here there ያላችሁ you can come up with different questions right so likewise እዚህ ጋር there are ስንል አሉ ነው okay አሉ ማለት ስንፈልግ ደግሞ መጠየቅ ስንፈልግ you come up with this structure okay so እቺ are የምትሆን ከፊት ማምጣት ነው so are there okay like we said before there are students ተማሪዎች አሉ አይደለ ተማሪዎች አሉ ማለት ብንፈልግ you say are there students ብለን መጠየቅ ማለት ነው right like እዚህ ጋር plural ለማድረግ s እንደተጠቀምነው እዚህ ጋርም ተመሳሳይ ነገሮች ይፈጠራሉ ማለት ነው so are there some students in my class are there many students okay are there ያለን ብዙ plural ናውኖች መጠቀም እንችላለን እዚህ ጋርም there was ስንል ነበር ነው so was there ስንል ደግሞ ነበረ ወይ ብለን ለፓስት ግን ለጥያቄ መጠቀም እንችላለን you can make it interrogative okay you're trying to ask a question so there was ነበር አንድ ነገር okay so was there ስንል ደግሞ ነበር ወይ ብለን መጠየቃችን ነው okay ትላንት ክላስ ነበር ወይ እዚህ ጋር ክላስ አለ ነው አይደለ ክላስ ነበር ማለት ብንፈልግ you say was there a class okay or you can say was there a meeting okay ያለን መቀጠል ማለት ነው
Was there a reason you called?
Was there a man?
Was there a woman here?
Was there a note?
and here we have there were ነበሩ okay ነበሩ ወይ ብለን መጠየቅ ብንፈልግ ደግሞ you can say were there ስንል ነበሩ ነው ከዛ ቀጥሎ የምናመጣው every noun must be plural okay were there my friends ለምሳሌ okay were there my friends at home were there my students in the classroom were there ያለን every noun that comes after that must be plural noun okay እነዚህ ነገሮች ጥያቄ ለመጠየቅ እንጠቀምባቸዋለን ማለት ነው so if you ask is there ካልን your answer is going to be there is or there is no okay are there are or there are not okay or you can say what there ካልን there was or there was not and if you say were there ካልን there were or there were not ያለ ጥያቄና መልሶችን ማስኬድ እንችላለን ማለት ነው so አለ ማለት ስንፈልግ የለ ማለት ስንፈልግ ነበረ አልነበረም ነበሩ አልነበሩም ያለን for singular and plural noun መጠቀም ስንፈልግ እነዚህ there የሚለውን ቃል ተጠቅመን መነጋገር conversation ማካሄድ እንችላለን or you can talk about lot of things. Okay, so የዛሬ ክላስ ይመስላል. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.